Om Namah Shivaya, Asenet Fire here on the way of Dharma. Now, our topic for today is going to be more scattered. It's not going to be focused on one thing as with other previous videos. Now, before we go into the topic, please make sure that you do subscribe, make sure that you do like, and make sure that you hit the notification button to make sure you get notified on future updates. Now, before we even go further, I'd like to show you something. It's something that most of you have seen in my previous videos. I'll just go get it just now. Yes, I'm back. Sorry for the inconvenience. Om Namah Shivaya. So before you continue, guys, for those of you who are in South Africa, I sell these at a fee. It's a tiger's eye bracelet. I sell these at a very cheap price, and I sell these chakra bracelets, chakra stone bracelets at a fee also. I also sell the Nazar anklet, which is also a protector and a pleaser of Lord Shani. This nullifies the effects of the planet Saturn, protects you from the evil eye and ill wishes of your enemy. Also, this ring offers you protection from witchcraft, offers you a very, very strong Mars energy, and offers you a retaliation to your enemy. It's also used in defense magic. If you are being sent witchcraft and curses, this is a key factor in Shatru Samhara, meaning the defeating of the enemy or counter magic. Also, it's a ion of Shani, or it's a metal of Lord Shani, which is Saturn, can be used to appease the Devata or the deity Saturn. Also, I sell silver, copper, and brass bangles at a fee. Shipment can be offered to those of you who stay in South Africa and some countries like Lesotho, and yes, you understand. So guys, let's continue into our topic. I asked some of you guys to mention some of the topics that you would like me to cover in the next video, and one of you mentioned Kabbalah, and another one of you mentioned that I should speak on symbology and symbolism. Okay, let's start with the latter. Symbols are a language or a communication tool that communicates to the unconscious mind. If I say to you, hi, it's only one thing that I'm conveying. It's only one message that I'm conveying to you. So language is limited in terms of communication. However, if I show you a symbol, what symbol can I use as an example? Nah, man, I don't know. What symbol can I use as an example? Okay, let me use a sigil. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not organized today because of the fatigue that I'm currently undergoing. If I show you this, it's a symbol and it communicates many things to many people. If I start and show you this, for those of you who are aware of the occult, you will first be aware that this is a sigil. Okay, this is number one. Number two, this is a sigil of a spirit, meaning it's a gateway to speaking to a certain spirit, right? Number three, it has something to do with the occult and many other things. Like the saying goes, a picture tells 1,000 words, while words are limited. So symbology is the language of the mind. It's much more effective to communicate and influence your mind through symbols because it is a bypasser of the conscious psychic center mind. We have many minds. Some are gross and some are subtle. Some can be proven to exist and some are subtle, are of a much subtler nature. The conscious mind is responsible for logic, reasoning, intellect, low intellect, that is. So it's more tangible or it's more visible. It can be proven to exist because of the logical nature of people. You understand? So the other mind, which is the unconscious mind, is much more of a subtler nature and has much more power over a person's destiny and a person's life. This is where the past life of a person is recorded, the future of the person is, the genetics of the person's lineage and ancestors, genetics which are in actuality memory, ancient memory. So guys, to speak to that subtle mind that is responsible for your destiny, you should use symbols. Understand? Symbols communicate so many things, and it's in actuality a chunk of big energy that can be interpreted in many ways. But they have, what can I say? They have a common interpretation of, like the six-pointed star. It is known universally to be a symbol of union. You understand? A symbol of yoga, a symbol of sex, basically. So that's what I'm saying. Also, there's another symbol, a symbol of Ganesha, which is the swastika, which is in actuality a symbol of fortune and prosperity and victory, basically, and auspiciousness. But the Germans or Hitler used it to perpetuate their thing. But it brings much more fortune to a person who has it or who wears it or knows how to use it. So that's why partly Hitler was prosperous in his uh, what in his pursuits, basically. So yes, symbols are a language of the unconscious mind and they communicate to the unconscious mind. Symbols convey a much bigger message, a much more broader perspective on what you want to convey. However, the words are what are limited to one understanding and one message. Om Namah Shivaya. That concludes the part where we speak about symbols. I might have to do a video showing you guys different symbols and what they mean. I'm sure that's what you had in mind when you wanted me to communicate about symbols. However, we're just touching it briefly here in this video. So now we go into the other subject of the video, the subject of the matter, which is what? The Kabbalah. The Kabbalah, interestingly, is said to mean Kabbalah, which is what? An oral tradition that was passed down from elders to the initiates orally. It was not passed through scripture or through writing or through such means. It was passed down orally. Where does the Kabbalah fit in this occult scheme of things? It's a Hebraic map of the universe, meaning it was promulgated, or it's a system used by the Hebrews, the Hebrews, to actually try and understand the universe and the different aspects of energies at play in the universe. The Kabbalah is also known as the Tree of Life. As a map of the universe, it can be used to explain certain phenomena of how life comes into play, of how we get to the point of manifestation of the physical world. How does this map out the universe? The Kabbalah has 10 spheres of existence, which represent the 10 spheres of energy in the universe, or the different aspects of energy in the universe. It's been a while since I've studied Kabbalah or spoken about Kabbalah. However, Kabbalah can be used as a tool for magic, especially in the Western magic system. Kabbalah is used a lot, especially in Hermiticism and hermetic study. Kabbalah is being used a lot as a map of manifestation, how to understand manifestation, the different techniques of how to harmonize energy, and the different types of ways you can use it to access different energy. I hope I make sense. Yes, I hope I make sense. What I'm exactly trying to say is that on the Kabbalah tree of life, there's 10 different spheres of life. Those spheres of manifestation are in actually different energies at play into bringing about this universe. Let me show you an example. At the lowest sphere, you find Malkuth. Malkuth corresponds to the earthly realm. I'd like to think the earthly realm is what corresponds to the element earth. So in order for you to manifest wealth using this technique, you would want to do what? To communicate or try to harmonize or use the energies of Malkuth, which is the earth element, to make sure that your needs here on earth are being met. That's one way of interpreting it. Now we come to another way of interpreting it. Kabbalah, as a map of the universe, teaches you how manifestation comes into play before it comes down into the physical dimension. As I drink water, I'm coming with more knowledge and information. So guys, the 10 spheres of Kabbalah, the Sephiroth or the Sephira, they start with Ayin, Ayin Sofara, and yes, such spheres. Those spheres are spheres of the unmanifest, meaning the divine unknown, the primal abyss or the primordial abyss. Also known as the void, the great nothingness, the dragon Tiamat. So out of that abyss came the crown, which is, I'd like to think is it Ketha? I'm sorry guys, where's my Kabbalah thing? I think it's Ketha. I'm sorry guys, I forgot the thing. Okay, let me quickly fetch my phone to kind of show you a symbol that I'm speaking of, and I'll explain the 10 spheres much more eloquently and easily when I have that map of the universe. Om Namah Shivaya. Yes guys, let me check first. Let me show you first what am I talk about. Yes guys, so the first existence would be, so yes guys, we're going into the Hebrew esoteric system, and I'm also going to tell you a secret about this system. What's going on with my phone, man? By the way, the phone that I'm using to record this actually fell in water yesterday. No, it was day before yesterday, and I was scared and I almost lost it, because this is actually a second phone that I bought after the other one was robbed. Now guys, there's a difference between the Kybalion and the Kabbalah, which might cause confusion as a neophyte in the occult study and practice. The Kybalion are the 7 hermetic principles of the universe, and the Kabbalah is the map of the universe. I might have to do an in-depth video speaking about the Kabbalah, because now you see my phone is showing me flames, man. I don't know why it's doing this. Where's my keyboard? I want to type. However guys, the spheres start from the unmanifest, and then at the crown, which is Ketha, and then it goes to the left side, I think. Okay, yeah, it seems like it's finally showing me the keyboard. It goes to the left side to, I think it's Binah. After Binah, it then goes to the sphere of Chokma, and then in the middle there's a sphere of death. Now, it brings me to the secret. The secret is death, also known as hidden knowledge to the tree of life. Now, the death sphere is in actuality a portal to the other tree, which is said to be the original tree of life, which is the what? The Qlipoth. It's written as Qlipoth, the Qlipoth, or famously known as the Qlipoth in the Western occult circles, but I like calling it the Qlipoth. In some texts, the Qlipoth is said to be the astral world, like in Michael W. Ford's books. When you read, man, that guy's books doesn't make any sense, man. Yes, but yes, he says that. Nah, man. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. He says that the Qlipoth is the astral world, basically. However, in some scriptures and occult texts, it is said that the Qlipoth or the Qlipoth is the actual tree, which makes the tree of life, the original tree of life, to be a copy of the original tree, which is the shadow tree, which is in actuality the projector of this illusory tree. As you go deeper into the Western occult system, you find that there's the esoteric side of practice in Hebrew spirituality, and there's also the exoteric side of practicing the Kabbalistic magic. So the Kabbalah, the tree of life, the popular known tree of life, is said to be the actual exoteric system of practice. So yes, after Chokma, you then go to another sphere of life. I forgot it. It's like, yes, I forgot the actual name, but after it goes on to the right side, which is corresponding to, I'd like to say, the no physically, I'd like to say it correspond. No, it's just after the soldiers, not the shoulders. After the shoulders, it's it's Gebura. Yes, it's Gebura. Gebura is where Archangel Michael dwells, basically. The warrior energy. I'd like to say it's the warrior energy, which is also a Mars energy in terms of planets. The planet Mars, I'd like to say, corresponds to that sphere of life. And then located to the heart or on the heart, it's a sphere known as Tiferet. Tiferet is the sphere of the sun, the sphere of healing, where Archangel Raphael dwells, and it's responsible for healing. It also corresponds to the Anahata heart chakra, when corresponded to the 7 chakras. And then it goes on down just before the sphere of Malkuth, which is the physical sphere. You have the sphere of Yesod. Yesod is a sphere of the astral world, which is responsible for the moon, which is also corresponding to the dreams. You know, that energy of the dreams. Yes, I'd also like to think it corresponds to the water element. Guys, it's been a while since I've studied or worked with the Kabbalah or Hermiticism or Western esotericism and occult practice. However, those are the things that I remember with the Kabbalah. You find so many left-hand practitioners, because I was once a left-hand practitioner in the Western magic esoteric system. practicing the left hand as a Luciferian, not for long. We gotta make that distinction, not for long. So you find that in left hand occult circles, they criticize the Kabbalah and portray it to be a useless tool in left hand path magic practice. More about the Qlipoth or the Qlipoth. There's a brother Joseph. He suggests, or he says that he knows that in the Qlipoth there's so many entities which are dark and primordial. I'd like to liken these entities to the powerful asuras in Hindu Vedic spirituality. Yes, I'd like to liken it to that, the asuras. He says that these entities are the ones that give energy to the demons that we see in books like the Goetia. They give them powers which they work as their servants. It's sort of like a part of them that can be allowed on this earthly realm, on this dimension of existence, because their original power is chaotic and dark. So these demons of the Goetia are in actuality a part of these Qlipothic entities that is being allowed to be in this dimension of existence. So yes, guys, it's very, very deep, the Kabbalah. I can make so many videos on the Kabbalah. However, in this video, I am concluding the subject of the Kabbalah over here. So yes, guys, let us continue and speak about the Shakti energy. Now, I couldn't rationalize or tell you guys what I meant in my previous video, how to become a wizard, while I was explaining the phenomena of willpower. When you practice magic, guys, you accumulate Shakti. When you practice magic and spirituality, you start to concentrate your energies. You start to concentrate your prana. That energy, that life force is Shakti. As you become advanced or more regular in your practice, that Shakti begins to concentrate. And when it concentrates, you get so much Shakti. And when you have so much Shakti, guys, do you notice? Beginning of the video, I was tired and lethargic. However, when I put on my tiger's eye, I now can speak to you eloquently and I have more energy. Yes, guys, the Shakti energy, when concentrated, makes it easy for you to manifest things, basically. So the Shakti energy, the prana, the life force, is in actuality the will of the magician. So when you have concentrated Shakti and pranic energy, it's easier for you to manifest things. However, the dark side of this, and as I've noticed in my mantra japa and sadhana, when you accumulate Shakti, you start to do what? To open the latent abilities of psychic phenomena, which are in actuality your siddhis. You start to accumulate supernatural powers. And then your mind becomes so potent. You have so much Shakti that you can manifest things spontaneously. They call it Yatha Sankalpa Samsiddhihi. Yatha Sankalpa Samsiddhihi. Yes, guys. Sankalp means intent or will of the magician. In every magical practice, there's a statement of intent in a ritual that you say before performing a ritual. This is your Sankalp in Sanskrit literature. sankalp, your will, the intent of the magician. Yes, guys. So what am I saying? Sankalp is your will. So when you accumulate Shakti, your sankalp manifests spontaneously. So this is where the issue of being in control of your mind comes into play. Because when you have a sankalp that is stronger, your Shakti is concentrated. If your mind strays even one bit, it leads you into the darkest of existence. What am I saying? If you think of negative, low vibrating thoughts with a powerful sankalp, what will happen? You will manifest what you are fearful of, which is a low form of existence. Guys, when I was tripping on the edibles, because of the mantra japa that I did last year, I had a strong sankalp and guys, Shakti that I've accumulated from dealing with one of the Mahavidyas. Man, so when I did the edibles, like my thoughts, I could feel the potency of my thoughts, and it caused me to have panic attacks because I felt like I was losing my mind because of that Shakti. The mind jumps up and down like a monkey. The mind of a normal person jumps up and down. So imagine, to think you require energy, and when you have unlimited amounts of energy, like 10,000 volts of energy, and then you have an uncontrollable monkey mind, you'll tell me of the results when you continue in life. Try that. So I'm going to read from the Bhagavad Gita to give you an example of a sankalp that is powerful, or a mind that is uncontrollable. As a boat on the water is swept away by a strong wind, which is, I think it's verse 67, chapter 2, I'd like to think. And then the text is number 71. I don't know how to read this. I only know how to read the Bible scriptures. Yes. So 67, verse 67 says, as a boat on the water is swept away by a strong wind, even one of the senses in which the mind becomes fixed can carry away a man's intelligence. Guys, when you have strong sankalp, when you have Shakti that you have accumulated, whatever that you focus on, or whatever that your mind gets fixed upon, the Shakti gets concentrated and it will carry away your intelligence. You'll find yourself doing acts that are what? Incomprehensible, that are amazing in terms of low frequency deeds, basically. So you will have a low karma. So also in the book by Swamiji Vimalananda, no, not by Swamiji Vimalananda, by Robert Svoboda Aghora, it is said that you can find yourself in a karmic cycle whereby you are lower than what you were when you began your sadhana. It can take you to a point of consciousness whereby you are lower than what you were. That's a strong sankalp. When your mind is not fixed and constantly jumping, especially those of you who are Mercury, like me, it's vital, it's imperative that we focus on our mind a lot and establish control over our mind, because you might find yourself in the darkest of places just from your thinking and your strong sankalp. Guys, I don't know why my phone is doing this, but it's not allowing me to type. I wanted to show you at least the 10 spheres of the Kabbalah, Kabbalistic tree of life. Yes, that's what I wanted to show you guys. What am I doing? What am I doing? So yes, guys, that's what I wanted to say in terms of Shakti, accumulating Shakti energy. And when Shakti is in its early stages of awakening, it's the ego because it identifies itself with anything. Now, I want to show you an example. There's someone I know that I've been speaking to like in the past days, and I told her that I am a Hindu and she's what you would call a devout Christian. I don't know devout how because uh, these people drink alcohol and they go to parties and stuff. So, which contributes to the contradiction of saying you're a devout Christian. However, let's not judge as they like to say, but they continue to judge. Foolish Christians they are. Anyway, this person says that because I am Hindu, she doesn't like that, and she believes that there's only two pathways in this life. It's either the path of Satan or the path of what they call the Most High, Jehovah. What they call the Most High, which is Jehovah. So, as a result, she doesn't like it, and I said that I agree with her, and her statement was correct. And she said to me, why am I still Hindu if I agree with her? And I said I don't know, because saying to her that I am I'm doing what basically? Saying to her that I don't agree with her, but I agree with her opinion will cause fight, because you know the mind of these people, guys. These people they are something that you won't understand in this existence. But it's their what I'm trying to say is that their Shakti is at the base level of their existence, to a point whereby it associates itself with everything. And guys, when you want to liberate that Shakti from the base level, it's like you are killing that person. What am I saying exactly? I'm saying that whatever that you know, whatever that you come into existence knowing and accumulating throughout your growing years, it becomes a part of you, it becomes you. So it becomes your vocabulary, it becomes your way of life. When you want to liberate that person from that way of life, you are in actuality killing what they knew, which is their self. So killing what they knew, it feels like death to them because they don't want to be born again. But it's ironic because they call themselves born again Christians, but they don't want to get born again. So when you liberate such people, you are in actuality killing them, because the Shakti is vibrating very low, to a point whereby it associates with their low form of existence, without knowing that they are in actuality souls trapped in this body, and not this body trapped in this uh, earth. So they start to react to the things that are external, thinking that what they see externally is final and vital. No. So yes, guys, I managed to get the Kabbalistic tree of life. This is what I've been speaking about. Speaking about. I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it. Like I told you guys, it's Ketha, and then it's Bina instead of, yes, it's Chokma, and then after Chokma, it's Bina. After Bina is Dath, and then after Dath, it goes to Hesed. After Hesed, it goes to Gebura. Gebura, like I said, is the Malian energy, and then there's Tiferet. Tiferet, which is the sun sphere. Let me do something quickly. Which is the sun sphere, and then there's Netzach, Netzach, and there's Hod, and there's Yesod, and then there's Malkuth. This also shows you the different form of existence of energy before it finally materializes onto the last level, which is Earth. So what am I saying? Your whatever that you want to manifest, it starts first with your mind, and then starting first with your mind, it goes down to the level of existences, through the levels of existences, and finally to the physical gross material world. So guys, when you want to manifest a thing, it starts first in your mind. The crown, it's already manifest, because if you don't conceive it, it's still in the unmanifest, which is the Ayin Sofara spheres, which are unmanifest. When you start to think of it, it manifests in Kether, and then it goes down to Malkuth through the different stages of slowing of vibration. So guys, pay attention to what I'm saying now. If you don't see something that you want externally, don't be saying that you can't manifest it based on what you see externally. You manifest it based on what you want mentally. This channel was once at 0 subscribers, but because I wanted to manifest subscribers, I kept on moving on with the idea, the thought in my mind. People couldn't see it, I couldn't see it externally, but I saw it in my mind. So it gave me a drive to do an action which will cause me to reach the number of subscribers that I've reached today. This is just another example. When you go to school growing up, you have a picture of what you want to become when you grow up. So this is why you do the action without expecting any results yet in school. So it's the highest form of magic that people can't even notice, which is applicable daily in their practical lives. So what am I saying? I'm saying everything in this universe, everything on this earth exists first in the mind. It's stupid for you to see something externally and then want to materialize it based on what you see externally. When you want something, focus on it mentally, and then it will finally come into existence physically. So do that principle with everything that you want to manifest in your life. Don't go with the apparent or what you see physically. Manifest things based on what you want and stick to what you want convictedly or with conviction, as a wizard would do, as a magician would do. Focus on what you want and stick to what you want. And then also it goes into what? Into having clear intent. If you have a clear intent, then you know what you want. Don't have so much chatter in your mind. If you want something, try to phrase it in one sentence, a sankalp, which you can focus upon and concentrate your energy upon. Then there's no reason why it wouldn't manifest. Maybe it might be because of your numerological charts or anything like that, but it will manifest as long as you concentrate your energy, your mind energy upon something. It will manifest. Guys, coming to the conclusion of this video, I also offer numerological readings to know of yourself, to know of your character, to know of your destiny, which gives you a clear picture of what you came to do here on earth. Based on the knowledge that we receive from the numerological reading, we can kind of get a clear picture of what your past life was and what will be easily accessible or attainable for you in this lifetime. Guys, let's do a numerological reading. To contact me, I will link my email in the description. It is arsenis.fya@gmail.com. I am vaping right now, and this can be found out even in my numerological chart. Definitely. All these things can be found out about in numerology. So guys, please make sure that you do send me an email on the matter, and we'll do so. For those of you who want to purchase goods like the bracelet, the bangles, and the rings, you can also contact me on the email that I will link below. Also, if you want jap malas, crystal jap malas, you can email me, and then we can organize that for you, like rose quartz jap mala, tiger's eye jap mala, yes, such things. So yes, guys, this is what I wanted to cover with you today in this topic of many occult subjects. So yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure that you do like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you do subscribe if you haven't subscribed now, and make sure that you save my email for later, because you are gonna need it. Om Namah Shivaya as an fire here on the way of Dharma.